Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero, and surprise, surprise, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered has undone its inadvertent quote-unquote censorship. Now, in my opinion, if the fans didn't speak out, they probably wouldn't have done anything about it. At the same time, for them to say it's inadvertent is absolutely nonsense. If nobody noticed the censorship, they wouldn't have given a crap, in my opinion. I just believe that because it got so much backlash, and that's why they're reversing it and saying it's inadvertent. Now, this comes to us after, on April 19th, it was reported that the Tomb Raider Remastered patched out Lara Croft pinup posters that you can see back here. So it had said a recent patch for the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 Remaster Collection patched out some Easter egg pinup posters that were present in the original. Not only were they present in the original, but they were seemingly brought over with more high-res detail in the remastered product, leaving some fans wondering why Aspyr and Crystal Dynamics even bothered. Lara Croft has become one of the most iconic femme fatale characters in gaming ever since her first game came out in 1996, and the posters were a well-known detail among fans. When they released earlier this year, fans were happy to see the posters managed to make it in without being cut by Aspyr, but 2 months after the release, Aspyr seemingly went out of their way to remove the posters from the game intentionally. So, basically, doing censorship after the fact, after a game releases, which is kind of what Stellar Blade did recently, where they said it was going to be completely uncensored and everywhere, and then day one patch comes out and the game gets some censorship. But you see that the 2 posters have been returned, and this statement was put out by Aspyr. Last week, we reported on changes in the latest patch. We removed in-game pinup posters of video game heroine Lara Croft from her remastered game. After an outcry from fans, it seems Aspyr decided to bring them back, saying, quote, "Thank you to the Tomb Raider community for your continued feedback and support for Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 Remastered starring Lara Croft." Now, if this game was made by Crystal Dynamics, they wouldn't have cared at all, I'm pretty sure. In the recently released patch 2, we made several texture and graphical updates to the HD version. As part of these updates, the posters in Sleeping with the Fishes, the lost artifact, were inadvertently removed in the HD version of the game. This has been resolved, and these textures will be restored in patch number 3. Now, as I said, if there was no fan backlash, I really don't believe that they would have cared. I believe that Aspyr intentionally did it, but because people noticed, there was backlash, they said it inadvertently happened, quote unquote, and they're going to be restoring those posters. It's nearly impossible to prove this initial change really was done inadvertently, but regardless, Aspyr has received praise from fans for rolling back the censorship of their game. The posters were upscaled as part of the game's remastering, so it seems unusual for such unique assets to be removed even inadvertently. Coming from DOA at Momiji, wow, they actually listen to fans. This is extremely rare, but you have my biggest thanks. Of course, it's available on every single platform. The original Tomb Raiders 1, 2, and 3 that were released many like over 20 years ago, or close to 20 years, over 20 years ago, for the original PlayStation 1, and they did a remaster. It was Aspyr. They're pretty good at remasters, not Crystal Dynamics, because like I said, if Crystal Dynamics would have done this, they would have removed these posters, and they would have said, we don't care. They would have kept it removed, and of course this game would have lost money, and they probably wouldn't do any kind of remasters later down the line. But good on Aspyr for listening to the fans and restoring what the censorship and not censoring this thing and keeping the game the way it was meant to be, the way it was originally made. I really do like that. I really do like that when they remaster games, they keep everything the same rather than changing things because of modern audiences and all this other nonsense, to reflect the day and age or whatever nonsense other lingo or language they use with this. So it really is awesome that they did it, and I'm gonna look forward to purchasing this at some point. But thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button, comment below if you feel all this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream, and I'll see you all in the next one.